Hello guys! Today, ang ituturo ko sa inyo is all about rational numbers on number line. Okay, let's start. Arrange rational numbers in ascending order and plot them on the number line. So we have here 15 over 2, 3, 13.5, 3 over 2, and 15. So, kailangan natin gawin is i-arrange daw natin to in ascending order and ipa-plot to sa number line. So, unang-una, para madali tayong mag-plot is express muna natin lahat ng ating given sa decimal number. So, yung mga fraction, kung may mga percentage, i-convert muna natin siya to decimal places. So, unahin natin to 15 over 2. So, kapag may fraction tayo, para ma-convert siya to decimal places, i-divide lang natin siya. So, yung denominator nasa labas, nasa loob yung numerator. Okay? So, 15 divided by 2, pwede diyang 7. So, 7 times 2, we have 14. And then, minus. So, 15 minus 14 is 1. And then, may remainder pa tayo na 1. So, magdagdag tayo ng decimal. And then, mag-bring down tayo ng 0. So, ngayon, meron tayong 10. 10 divided by 2 is equals to 5. And then, 5 times 2 is 10. So, this is 0. So, yung 15 over 2 natin is equals to 7.5. Okay? So, lagay natin siya dito. So, 15 over 2 is equals to 7.5. Yan. And then, yung ating 3 over 2. So, 3 over 2, same lang. 2 nasa labas. 3 nasa loob. So, ilang 2 meron sa 3? Isa lang. So, 1 times 2, that is 2. And then, pag sinubtract mo yan, 3 minus 2, 1. And then, magbabaro ulit tayo ng decimal. Mag-bring down tayo ng 0. So, 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 5 times 2, that is 10. Subtracting this, 0 na lang. So, it means 3 over 2 is equals to 1.5. Ayan. So, ngayon, lahat naka-decimal na. So, ngayon, ang gagawin natin, ipa-plot natin siya sa number line. So, unahin na natin tong 7.5. Okay? So, meron tayong 0, 3, 6, and 9. So, yung 7.5, saan ba siya nabibilang? Basically, between 6 and 9. Okay? So, ngayon, paano natin hanapin yon between 6 and 9? Ngayon, notice nyo tong linya natin sa gitna. Ang nire-represent nyan, syempre, is yung gitna ng 6 and 9. So, paano ba natin malalaman kung ano yung gitna ng 6 and 9? We find the average. So, basically, that is 6 plus 9 divided by 2. Kasi dalawang number yan, which is equals to 6 plus 9 is 15 over 2. So, you can notice, itong 15 over 2, lumabas na dito, which is equal to sa 7.5. So, ibig sabihin, yung gitna linya, or yung gitnang linya, sa ating number line, dun sa 6 and 9, that is equals to 7.5. So, lalagyan na natin siya ng mark. So, ito yung ating 7.5. Ayan, so meron na tayong 7.5 sa ating number line. Ngayon, paano naman tong 1.5? Paano naman to? So basically, yung 1.5 sa pagitan ng 0 and 3. Okay? So ngayon, notice nyo ulit itong nasa gitna. Okay? Para mas madali tayong mag-estimate. Hanapin natin yung value nung nasa gitna uli nung 0 and 3. So, paano ba yon? So, same lang nung ginawa natin sa gitna ng 6 and 9. So, you add 0 and 3. And then, you divide by 2. Parang average lang or yung midpoint. Okay? And this is equals to 0 plus 3 is 3 over 2. And as you can see, itong 3 over 2 is the same yung 3 over 2 na hinahanap natin. Or yung 1.5 yung equivalent. So, by that, yung gitna ng 0 and 3 na linya, that is equal to 3 over 2 or 1.5. So, lipat lang muna natin to dito. Okay? Dahil nahanap naman na natin siya. So, this is 1.5. Or lagay natin, or this is 3/2. Same din dito, lagay din natin. Or, this is 15/2. Yan. So, meron na tayo ng dalawa. So, ngayon, hanapin naman natin tong 3. So, itong 3, madali lang dahil whole number naman siya. That is just, eto, 3. So, lagyan ulit natin siya, 3. Kahit may nakalagay na. Okay? Then, next, we have 13.5. Ngayon, meron tayong 12 and 15 lang. Hindi explicitly pinakita yung 13.5. So, ngayon, notice nyo uli yung linya in between ng 12 and 15. Ngayon, hahanapin natin yung value niyan para malaman natin saan ba yung 13.5. Bago yung linya na yon or after nung linya na yan. Okay, so in order to do that, hanapin natin yung average niyan. So, or yung midpoint. So, 12 plus 15 divided by 2. And 12 plus 15 is equal to 27 over 2. So, ano ba yung equal ng 27 over 2? That is equals to 13.5. And ayan yung value na hinahanap natin. Yung need nating i-plot. So, ibig sabihin, etong gitnang line na to between 12 and 15, that is equals to 13.5. Okay? So, ito, alisin ko na to para may space tayo. Yan, ngayon, isang value na lang yung kailangan natin, which is 15. Na pinakita naman dito, saan yung 15? So, ito yung 15. This is 15. So, ngayon, kompleto na natin sa number line yung ating mga values or yung ating mga given. Ang kailangan natin gawin ngayon is arrange in ascending order. So, ano ba pag sinabi nating ascending? So, pag ascending, pataas. So, kung pataas, sisimulan natin siya sa pinakamababang value papunta sa pinakamataas na value. So, sa ating number line, ang ating trend na susundan is paganto. Okay? So, from dito, papunta dito sa ating arrow. So, ang ating ascending order ngayon, using yung given is, unang-una, 3/2, followed by, etong 3, okay? And then, next, yung ating 15/2. And then, yung ating 13.5. And then, yung pinakamataas is yung 15. Okay? So, itong mga value lang yung sinundan natin sa paghahanap ng ascending order niya. Okay? So, this is our ascending order nung values. Okay? So, proceed tayo sa ating second example. Arrange rational numbers in descending order and plot them on the number line. So, ngayon, paplot muna natin siya and then descending order naman or pababa. Okay? So, tulad ng ginawa natin kanina is hanapin ulit natin yung mga decimal na katumbas ng ating value para mas madali mag-plot. Okay? So, una, we have 5/2. Itong 5/2. So, 5/2 is equals to, gagawin lang ulit natin is, i-divide natin yung 5 sa 2. So, 2 divided by 5. So, ilang 2 meron sa 5? That is 2. This is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Minus. So, this is 1. And then, magbe-bring down tayo ng 0. So, 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. And this is equals to 0. So, yung value ng ating 5/2 is 2.5. Ayan. And ngayon, meron naman tayo netong 21/2. Hanapin ulit din natin yung value niyan. So, 21 dito sa loob, and then 2 dito. So, ilang 2 meron sa 21? Or ito muna pala yung 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, 2 times 1 is 2. So, minus. So, this is 0. and then bring down 1. So, hindi pwede. So, 0 to, then 0 to. So, we have 1. Then, magde-decimal ulit tayo, bring down tayo ng 0. And this is 5. And then, 0 na yung lalabas dito sa dulo. Okay? So, yung value ng ating 21 over 2 is equals to 10.5. Okay? And then, yung ating last value na naka fraction form is in 27 over 2. So, magdi-divide lang ulit tayo. Okay, so this is 1. This is 2. Subtracting this, bring down tayo ng 7 dahil 0 na to. Ilang 2 meron sa 7? That is 3. Then 3 times 2 is 6. Minus, and 1 yung lalabas. So, magde-decimal tayo. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then that is 10. 0 na yung dulo natin. So, yung katumbas nating 27 over 2 is 13.5. Okay, so, meron tayong 27 over 2. Katumbas nito is 13.5. Ngayon, pwede na tayo mag-plot ng ating values. Okay, so unahin natin itong 2.5. So, meron tayong between 0 to 3. Okay? And na-discuss natin na yung pagitan nito or yung nasa gitna niya is 1.5 ang equivalent niyan. Okay? So, ngayon, paano natin hanapin yung 2.5? Ang pinakamadaling gawin dyan is from 1.5 to 3, nandyan yung 2.5 basically. So, gagawin natin is magdodraw tayo ng line in between ng 1.5 and 3 na ang kanilang So, magdodraw tayo ng lines from 1.5 to 3 na mayroong interval na 0.5 para sure tayo na dadaan tayo sa 2.5. Okay? So, meron tayong 1.5. So, this is 2. This is 2.5. And then, sakto na ito yung 3 natin. Okay? So, ngayon, nasan dyan yung ating... So, lipat lang muna natin to dito. So, nasan dyan ngayon yung ating 2.5. So, this is 1.5. This is 2. So, this is our 2.5. Okay? So, lagay natin 2.5. And then, buburayin natin yung ibang linya para hindi tayo malito. Ayan. So, yan yung 2.5 natin. And then, ngayon, next natin is yung ating 10.5. Ngayon, walang 10 dyan. Pero, pwede natin gawin yung same method na ginawa natin kanina. So, yung 10 is just basically in between ng 9 and 12. Ngayon, notice nyo tong linya sa gitna para malaman natin kung saan banda tayo mag-estimate. Okay? So, yung linya sa gitna ng 9 and 12 is yung middle point nila. Okay? Or yung midpoint nila. So, in order to find yung value na yon, we find yung average ng 9 and 12. So, we have 9 plus 12 divided by 2. And 9 plus 12 is equals to 21 over 2. And this 21 over 2 is the same as yung 21 over 2 na hinahanap natin, which is 10.5 yung equivalent niya. So, that means na yung line in between ng 9 and 12 is 10.5. Okay, so this is equals to 10.5. Okay? And then lastly, dito sa ating mga kinonvert is itong 13.5. Ngayon, wala ulit tayong 13 na pinakita. Pero meron tayong 12 and 15. So it means in between ng 12 and 15 yung 13.5. Ngayon, notice nyo ulit itong linyas in between ng 12 and 15. So, it indicates ulit na yan yung midpoint ng 12 and 15. So, ngayon, hanapin natin yan para alam natin kung saang value tayo mag-estimate nung ating 13.5. Okay? So, to find yung average uli niyan, same lang gagawin natin. Add yung 12 and 15. Then divide by 2. So, we have 12 plus 15 over 2. And 12 plus 15 is equals to 27 over 2. And this 27 over 2 na na-compute natin is the same na hinahanap natin. So, it means yung line in between ng 12 and 15, that is yung 13.5 na hinahanap natin. Okay? So, burahin ko na to lahat para may space tayo. So, this is 13.5. So, lagay din pala natin yung original na nakalagay sa ating given. So, itong 2.5 is equivalent to 5 over 2. And itong 10.5 is equals to 21 over 2. Siyempre, itong 13.5 is equals to 27 over 2. So, ngayon, meron na lang tayong dalawang value na wala, which is 6 and 9, na in-state dyan, or kitang-kita kung nasan yung 6 and 9. So, this is yung 6, and this is yung 9. So, label natin siya, 6 and 9. Ngayon, na-plot na natin siya sa ating number line. We need to arrange this in descending order. So, descending, kailangan pababa. So, kung pababa, from mataas, papunta sa mababang value. So, yung ating trend na susundan is from here, pababa dito. Okay? So, anong value yung una natin? We have yung 27 over 2. Or yung pinakamataas. Followed by yung ating 21 over 2. And then yung ating 9. And then yung 6. Then finally, yung pinakamababa, which is yung 5 over 2. So, this is our answer sa ating ascending order. Yan. So, I hope malinaw sa inyo up to this point yung ating lesson for today. So, proceed tayo. So, place a greater than, less than, or equal symbol to compare the following rational numbers below. So, for our first example, we have 1/2 and 0.5. So, in order to compare this, kailangan ipag-same muna natin siya ng state. Kung fraction, fraction lang. Kung percentage, percentage lang. Kung decimal, decimal lang. So, ngayon, ang gagawin ko na lang is, ide-decimal ko na lang siya. So, decimal na yung 0.5, retain natin siya. Ngayon, yung 1/2. Paano natin ide-decimal yung 1/2? So, divide lang natin siya. So, 2 dito sa labas, meron tayong 1 dito. So, bawal. So, magbaborrow tayo dito ng decimal or magpupunta tayo ng decimal. So, 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So, subtracting this, 0. So, yung 1/2 is the same as 0.5. Ang given natin na kino-compare, kung saan kino-compare yung 1/2 is 0.5 din. So, parehas. So, yung ating symbol dito is equal. Sabihin, parehas lang sila ng value. Okay? Then, sa ating second example, we have 2/3 and 5/3. So, ngayon, meron tayong 2 ways na pwedeng gawin dito. Pwedeng mag-cross multiply ka, pero pwede rin naman na since same yung denominator, compare mo na lang yung numerator. So, ibig sabihin, kung same yung denominator mo, sa numerator, kung ano yung mas mataas, siya yung mas malaki. Okay? So, in this case, we have yung numerator na 2 and we have yung numerator na 5. Ano ba yung mas malaki between 2 and 5? Siyempre, yung 5. So, this is less than. Or yun nga, yung buka ng ating sign is nakaturo sa 5 over 3. Okay? Then, for our example, or third example, we have 3/2 and 5/2. So, since parehas yung denominator, same lang yung gagawin natin na ginawa natin sa ating second example. Okay? So, comparing yung ating numerator, we have 3 and 5. Ano mas malaki? Basically, yung 5. So, yung buka ng ating symbol is nakatuturo or nakatutok sa ating 5. Or basically, less than yan. Okay? Now, sa ating example number 4, we have 4.7 and 7.4. So, madali lang siya i-compare dahil decimal naman siya. Ano bang mas malaki sa 4.7 and 7.4? syempre, titingnan mo muna yung whole number. Ang whole number ng 4.7 is 4. Ang whole number ng 7.4 is 7. So, mas malaking 7.4. So, nakanganga sa 7.4 or less than. Okay? And then, for our last example, 70% and 80%. Kindly comment down your answer sa ating chat box and let's see kung naiintindihan nyo yung pag-compare natin ng different values. Okay, if medyo nalilito pa, pwede nyong balikan yung earlier part ng video na ito kung paano tayo nagko-compare ng two values, whether different sila or hindi. Okay, that's it for our video for today. I hope may natutunan kayo and maraming salamat sa panonood.